Yo, what's up guys? I don't know which day it is of dropshipping, but yeah, welcome. And yeah, it's fucking raining outside a bit, but yeah. So what I did today, again, product research. It just takes a lot of time to find a really good product. I went already over that. Well, it's fucking raining as fuck, so I hope the audio is still okay. And yeah, product research, we found one product which looks okay. I still need to validate it a bit. And then tomorrow probably again a product research day, and then at the latest on Monday we will have a product. But yeah, so the categories are, I was in a weightless niche, so the thing is, I don't know, I didn't find a really good avatar in a weight loss niche, so yeah, it's a bit weird. So what I wanted to talk about are two things. The first thing is you need to have a why, and you need to have a why behind dropshipping. And I see it very often, people lack in motivation. And the second thing, by the way, is how do you stay not motivated? Motivated. How do you stay motivated, disciplined to do the actual work? So the first thing is you need to have a why. Why the fuck are you doing dropshipping? Why the fuck are you starting a business? And if the answer is money, you're just kind of screwed, because the thing is, if you have just money in mind, you probably don't need a lot of money to get by, and to see everybody, do the fun shit, I guess, is really hard, and if you just have money, I don't know, man, you could also just get a lot of dopamine with video games or whatever, but if you have a goal, let's say you want to generally just have freedom, you just literally hate fucking the matrix, then there's no other option. You can't just go into a job, and I think it's a why which it's kind of okay, it's kind of okay, but it's not the strongest why. I think the strongest why is always that you do it for other people, not even for yourself. A very strong why is if you're really in poverty, like really in poverty, and you just don't get fucking food, you just hate it so much, but if you have a comfortable life, it's just really difficult, to justify everything. Why the fuck are you doing everything, And if you just have the why of just escaping the matrix, it's just especially if you're young, you have like so many years where you can just get by with like just doing shit, But if you want to really have like the desire, you need to have a really hard desire. So if you want to really free your parents and you see them day in, day out just working, and you genuinely just want to free them, it's a big why, So how the fuck can you free them if you are not working? You just see them every day in, day out, they're just fucking unhappy as shit, Or you just see, I don't know, like I get, for example, a lot of hate of myself just not being able to do anything that I want, Like I literally just can't go to Shanghai, which is literally one of my favorite cities, and live there forever, Not forever, but for an amount which I really want to, Or I can't fucking, I don't know, like what the fuck will I do? I just can't go to a restaurant and buy whatever I want. I generally hate the situation. You maybe think, oh yeah, the hate is a little bit. No, I fucking hate it, And I'm also at the age, like I'm only fucking 22, but I'm also at the age where I think, okay, I need to get shit done, I need to get fucking shit done now, so I have a kind of urgency. And if you're like 18, 19, you don't really have it, 17, you can just get by. I fucking played video games the whole time till I was 20, and nothing really happened, and every time I'm fucking also so glad that I met my girlfriend, and some people will say, oh yeah, I don't have a girlfriend when you have business, Bro, you're just too weak, if you're literally struggling with your business or you can't get work done because of your girlfriend, you're just weak, You're literally weak because you can't either you just can't tell your girlfriend that you need to work on something, or she just doesn't understand. In both cases, you just have a huge problem. Are you fucking weak, or you're just with the wrong girlfriend, And like every time I bring out my girlfriend to a fucking date, bro, I see literally the money. Like I literally see the money, and it's just cringe as fuck, Like imagine you're 40 and you just need to look on the fucking menu card, and you just think, oh fuck, that steak it's 20 more. Bro, it's fucking cringe. You just live once, And I think it's also a lot of mindset, but that mindset you develop from your desires, you know, and just like thinking a lot, you know. And I think a lot, you know. It's really important to have feedback loops and just really reflecting on how you feel, you know. And I'm really fucking grateful that my girlfriend supports me. My family, yeah, I mean, they somewhat believe in me, not a lot, but they support me, you know. And I have a huge why, you know. Every time I go outside, I see the why. I see how people are literally just like scrolling, or just fucking, I don't know what, they're just wasting their life. Like, my philosophy is, bro, I live once, I want to do what the fuck I want, you know. And I give everything, you know. I will sacrifice everything for that, you know. And it brings me to the second thing, you know. Like, if you want to really be motivated, you need to do the work, you know. You just need to cut off everything. Like, you need to cut off the whole dopamine shit. Because the thing is, what I really I started it like some weeks ago, you know, and I also heard about it. But like cutting dopamine, you know, if you have a lot of dopamine in your life, you know, and you're struggling really, you know, like you're literally struggling, you want to make this business work, and you just feel a lot of frustration, you know, but now you're scrolling, it goes away, you know, the frustration you would feel, it just goes away, or it gets really like, I don't know how to say it, it just gets lowered, you know, it doesn't go away, but it gets lowered. And it's a bad thing, you know. So if you think about it, you're in a lot of pain right now, you know. If you're watching this video, you probably didn't make it, and you probably want to, make dropshipping work. And the thing is, if you think clearly about it, you're now in a really shit situation, you know. You just want to make it work, and you're just going to school, you go to university, you go what. And by the way, like literally, I changed my opinion a lot on university, you know. I think you just should quit. It doesn't make sense. If you just go logically about it, it doesn't make sense to go to university if you want to make this shit work. You know, if you say, oh, plan B, bro, that's the problem. You can't have a plan B, you know. You can't have a plan B. That's the thing. And just waste too much time. You're not fucking literally learning anything in university. You know, so, like, it's just a very hardcore opinion, but it's just the opinion which is, I think, 100% true, you know. You're just wasting a shit ton of time in university. Doesn't make any sense, you know. And to our previous point, you know, you're in a lot of pain right now, you know. You want to make it work, you know, disciplined, whatever, you know. And the thing is, if you have a lot of dopamine, there is a plan B for your brain, you know. You could just scroll and you would instantly have gratification, but you don't feel the pain, and you don't feel the pain anymore. What the pain is what will keep you just fucking working, you know. Like, if you are frustrated literally with your life, you know, you need to change it. Your body wants to change something, you know. And I fucking sit in my house, I sit in my room, I have no dopamine. I'm not scrolling, I'm not going Insta, I don't even have Insta, you know. I don't fucking watch brain ed videos, I never scroll. My fucking most fun activity which I have right now in my life is when I'm outside chatting with my girlfriend, or fucking learning Chinese. That's literally my whole dopamine. I have nothing else other than maybe food, you know. And if your dopamine is always low, you know, then what happens is your work becomes fucking exciting and you feel the pain again, you know. And if you fucking feel the pain, the literally pain, I am in fucking pain right now, you know. Bro, I just want to fucking work, you know. I want to get shit done, let's fucking go the whole time, you know. And that's the thing, you know. So I hope I expressed what I really wanted to say. I hope you understand it. And yeah, that's the video for today. I hope it was helpful, you know. Fucking cut out the dopamine. And yeah, just fucking cut out the dopamine and really just ask yourself, why the fuck are you doing this? You know, because you need a reason. You know, you literally need a reason. And the reason why you maybe are not productive or not as productive is just the why. Or you just have a lot of dopamine in your head, you know. So yeah, that's it, and till tomorrow.